Hello, this is the fourth video in my Molybellum Battle commentary videos series. In this battle, it is a general free-for-all, so we were allowed to equip whatever weapon we wanted to start with, and it was just a free-for-all, so nobody took any specific team or group. So let's get to the video. Okay, so starting off, here's Ben with a Pavis shield. The Pavis shield was an Italian shield that was more or less just a specific type of tower shields that could be worn on your back. Here he's wielding it out front because on his back has no real use. Here he's getting double teamed. They have their Byzantine shields, but as you can see, he's poking to keep them away. He's playing very defensive. If he were to have played a little bit more aggressively, he may have won this match. But he's just poking these two away, keeping them at a distance until he can figure out where. Oh, and there he goes, he trips. I think that spot is really slippery because we see Peter slip, I think, a little bit later. But anyway, what he's doing is trying to keep them on the right side. Them as a team, what they should have done is flanked him, but they didn't, giving him this out to Daniel runs in, throws a spear, and Ben disengages, grabs a spear, and goes the other way. And then we watch Daniel fight off to both team members. You can see Daniel's constantly looking over his shoulder. That is a very good tactic. You want to keep your head on a swivel in these free-for-all matches because somebody can come out of nowhere and stab you in the back. So even though he's concentrating on the two people in front of him, he keeps looking over his shoulder. That is a very good move. He's not getting very aggressive just because he can see people coming in the back. Here comes Ben to give him an assistance. Ben is using full length of the spear. Oh, here comes Peter. Ben isn't very good at keeping his head on a swivel. Ephraim comes in the back, throws the spear at him. Peter hits him over the shield with the mace, but loses his leg. Now we're looking at Ephraim with his Teutonic shield and Daniel with dual wielding a dagger and sword. Ephraim runs over to pick up the long spear. So you can see they're continuing. Daniel runs in. He deflects the spear. Peter's running like a crazy cowboy on his knees. Daniel loses his leg to Ethan. Now I'm really impressed. Peter fights very well on his knees here. He does really good with that flail. The flail can be used a bit like a butterfly knife. It's not a very practical weapon, but if you flail it about like that, it becomes very intimidating. See, he jumps to the side on his knees and dodges a spear. That is very impressive. But you can see here he keeps swinging that around, and that does a very good job of intimidating his foes. So Ethan's throwing more spears at him. I believe Daniel shouts to get Ammon over there. Ammon almost, he was so close. If he would have just run closer, he could have gotten Ethan, but he didn't. So now he's with them, and he fully didn't understand who was on his team, because you'll see in a moment here, oh, he just slashes Ephraim in the back, or slashes Peter in the back there. And there was not a whole lot of coherence as to who was on his team, and so he just stabs his own teammate in the back. Daniel's trying to fend off Ethan with throwing spears, and he gets speared right in the face there. So now it's just Ammon by himself. Ephraim took care of the other person. Now Ethan and Ephraim alliance is now off. Ammon's still running about, checking on the dead people. Daniel's doing fine. Ammon runs in with his little dagger. He's double tapping people just to be sure. He chases after Ethan. Ephraim keeps keeps Ethan at a distance, throws a spear, takes out his feet. Ethan returns the spear at Ammon. So this right here was our big pile of weapons, and so that was a really poor place to keep Ethan. They really should have blocked him from that, because now he has a shield and he can defend himself. Ammon's just pointing at you. In the actual footage, Daniel's shouting at Ammon, giving him pointers, and Ammon's just kind of doing things until he gets too close and Ethan just dispatches him. Now it's Ephraim and Ethan. There is a complete surprise at the end.
Mitzi, come here. Did she go running all the way over there? Stop.
There you go. Ewan out of nowhere, spears, just throwing. He spears Ethan, and then he throws a spear, and then he makes a poor run for you. Ewan, run, Ewan. Ephraim's throwing a spear. He can't seem to catch up with him, so he grabs another spear. Ewan turns to defend himself, throws a spear, misses. Ephraim's still running after him, throws the spear, he misses again. He realizes, alright, there's no chance of catching Ewan with my shield, so I believe he eventually drops his shield and just, oh, I guess maybe he's tying his shoe. I don't know. So then he gets up, and Ewan throws it. Ephraim jumps over the spear and spears Ewan, but that wasn't right. He hit him in the shoulder, so now he's got to dispatch him. And he's running, drops his shield here just quickly enough to catch him, and then that's game. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and can't wait for the next one. Thank you, goodbye.